ask you some social media questions?
Of course.
By the way, Baby Prince. Baby Prince is adorable.
Oh, my daughter?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
I feel like every time I walk into an NBA locker room, you guys are on their phones.
Yeah.
How's the Atlanta Hawks like before and after game?
Pretty much the same thing. I think that's our society as a whole, as a young generation. We're in our phones a lot. Could be a bad thing, could be a good thing, depending on how you look at it.
Are you doing it to relax? Are you doing it to get motivated, see what people are talking about?
No, not necessarily see what people are talking about. Just be on your phone. Browse through IG, Twitter, things of that sort. Just see what's going on in the world.
And I'm curious, in college, was there like a social media policy the coach not want you guys on your phones in the locker room or no meetings?
No, I mean that's pretty much a standard rule. Like even in the league, we don't have our phones during meetings. Coach wants our volume off during meetings or walkthroughs and things of that sort. But for the most part, we're all grown men. So when it's time to handle business, he expects us to.
Taurean, this is a long way away from Friday nights playing football in high school. What is it like to be on this stage and be playing, here during All-Star Weekend?
Man, it's been a crazy, long journey. Super blessed coming from where I come from. Everybody has their story, but I mean, it's just glad that you're able to reach certain milestones to be able to tell it, and it's a blessing. I'm extremely grateful and humbled by the opportunity that came about. And I hope those guys who did get injured and who had us replace them, they get back quick, and I wish the best for them.
What has it kind of been like for you? Are you soaking it in? Is it kind of going 1,000 miles an hour? What is kind of running through your head?
It is kind of going 1,000 miles per hour. I touched down, I think, at like 10:30 yesterday, and I didn't get to chill in my own bed until about 8, 9 that night. So, and then I had to go to a party, my agency. But I mean, like I said, you got to take advantage of the opportunity and just be grateful for the things that came this way, and just continue to keep pushing.
There's a lot of things throughout your career that's kind of worked out your way. Just going in high school and then to Baylor, and then now having opportunities here in the NBA and playing with the Hawks. What has it kind of been like along this journey for you?
Humbling, I would say, just for the most part. That's my saying, and the way me and my friends, my close friends and family live by, just being forever humble. I just truly believe if you do right by the people around you, certain things start to come your way, blessings start to come your way. So I try to live my life every day by just doing right by the people around me.
Has there ever been a moment that kind of sticks with you through your journey that's kind of, without that it wouldn't?
I think the not playing days, the days where I didn't get the playing time that I did, it tested my patience, built character, allowed me just to learn how to continue to work hard without having the results. And the silver lining of things, the results did come, but nobody knew that when I wasn't playing. But you just got to continue to work hard, and blessings start to come your way.
What's it mean for you to help San Antonio on the map basketball-wise, along with Clarkson and Anderson and those type of guys?
Huge for me, especially being that those guys are in the league doing their thing as well and holding their own. But I think they can attest to it. But those dreams came from like guys like Tony Crocker. If you remember those guys like Ben Uzo, who used to be in the league. Shaq came out of high school, Cole High School in San Antonio. There's a lot of people that paved the way. So to be able to be a part of that short list of people, it's amazing.
Coach Weaver the other day, he said you guys still keep in touch, tell you hi, congratulations. What did he mean for your basketball development?
He meant a lot. Him and Coach Smith, who are there now, and just being able to be around people who never judged you for the mistakes you've made growing up and allowed you to bounce back from them and still be great. A lot of coaches could have just threw you in PE or kicked you off the team in high school, but he gave me a few chances to be able to showcase my talent, and I'm extremely grateful for those.
You want to have some fun and participate in our annual Rising Stars NBA Spelling Bee for NBA Radio?
Let's do it.
All right. We can start easy and we get harder.
I just hold on. Before you say, I just want to let everybody know I did graduate from Baylor High School. University. So just
All right, let's see what you
I'm
got,
smart.
dude. All right, let's Start easy. LeBron.
Lebron.
Kuzma.
Kuzma.
Dwayne Wade.
DWAYNE WADE.
You got the Y and the A. Switch
I
that.
knew it.
That's right. We'll give you that one. That it gets harder. Laurie Markin.
It's a wrap.
That's okay.
Yeah,
All
it's
right,
next.
So you're not gonna let the last
Nah.
one, which is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
GIANNIS
There you go. Now the hard part.
ANTE TA KUMPO.
Close enough.
Ooh,
Nice job, Tori.
all right,
Thanks so
man.
much for
Yeah,
playing.
most definitely. Thank you.
Tori, can you tell me about the first time you dunked a basketball? What do you remember about it?
I didn't dunk a basketball to my junior year of high school, to be honest. But from that point, I just tried to start doing other things. You know what I mean? When you get your first dunk, you want to dunk all the time. So it's,
One skill from a current all-star that you could add to your game?
man, I think I'd rather. I mean, having intellect is pretty much a skill, in my opinion. So I think LeBron's mindset and how he just sees things is incredible.
Torian, what's the most trouble you ever got into as a kid? Like the angriest your parents ever were at you?
Probably not doing the dishes before I went to sleep, something like that. I wasn't a trouble kid. I really stayed home, to be honest. I really don't. It's pretty much like now. I don't do much, so
Thank you, man.
no problem.
When you think about sort of growing up and your earliest NBA memories, what do you remember sort of locking you into the game, like getting you really interested in this league?
Allen Iverson. He really was influential, in my opinion, just how he carried himself, didn't really care what people thought of him, and always was himself, regardless of any situation he was in. So I think AI really made me gravitate towards the game of basketball.
So that's like Sixers, Lakers finals, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, those kinds of things, like even getting his hair braided on the bench, like things like that just makes you feel like, okay, he's his own person, regardless of anybody's thoughts.
Thank you.
Train, if you got to vote for Rookie of the Year, who would you vote for?
Ooh, that's tough. I think it depends on what you feel like is most valuable. I mean, if we're going off stats, I feel like obviously Ben Simmons is at the top of the board. If we're going off, man, most need for your team, I feel like my guy Donovan could take it. It just depends on what your outlook is as a Rookie of the Year.
Dorian, got to ask you about your Baylor Bears. You're on a 4-game winning streak right now. Have you been able to watch and keep up with them?
Yeah, I actually watched the Kansas game. So shout out to my boy Manu hitting a couple big shots down there in the stretch. But I'm not surprised, though. Those guys, they work hard, and I know Coach Drew is pushing them to the maximum capacity. And he's a great coach, great guy, so they play hard for him.
Torian, growing up in Texas, how did basketball compete with football?
Oh, man, it was below football for sure, but being that we have guys like Jordan Clarkson, Andre Robeson, and myself just putting the city on the map and bringing that type of potential to the basketball area, it kind of helped out a little bit.
This season you create a lot more of your own offense. What changed for you?
I think just being more comfortable with myself, not letting the defense dictate where I want to go, and just doing what I want to do, and obviously improving my three-point shot and just being able to hit open shots.
And the nickname Taurean Prince, what do you think of that?
Taurean Source?
I've heard some commentators say.
Oh yeah. I mean, I gotta know the meaning of that, but I mean, I'm cool with it. I need a nickname.
Hey, how's it going? I'm going around asking some of the guys, you guys are young, so you didn't exactly grow up while MJ was playing basketball. So, obviously everybody talks about him as the greatest player of all time. I'm wondering how you consume his game and was videos, or how was he growing up?
Yeah, I think, like I was saying earlier, I think the most influential basketball player in my era growing up was AI. I was actually able to watch him play, but I mean, obviously Michael is Michael, man. You can go back and just dream of stuff that he's done. Everybody wants to be Michael Jordan, so it's just like that staple. You know what I'm saying?
Do you remember, I guess, like when you were growing up, since you didn't get to watch him live on TV, like was it some of the guys have said like they had like VCRs or some of them, through YouTube.
Well, I mean,
what was your experience?
Mine was more posters.
Okay.
highlights.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, things like that.
So you have posters up in your room.
Most definitely.
Yeah. Like which one do you remember?
Him hitting the shot, him jumping up in the air,
Yeah.
fist pumping. That was my favorite one. And then obviously I had one with AI. He was just on the court with his swag. So I mean, just different things.
And I guess like you said with the highlights, like what do you is that just I guess like on your computer growing up since you grew up with more things?
Nah, I didn't go look up Michael Jordan really in my growing up days. It was just really just off of what I saw on TV.
Thanks, man.
No problem.
In high school in San Antonio, how much of the culture of Spurs did you learn about while you were there?
Oh man, I grew up loving the Spurs. Actually met Coach Bud when I was like 9 years old at a San Antonio Spurs camp, which is crazy because now he's my head coach. So yeah, I mean, I love the Spurs.
What do you remember the conversations you had?
Nah, I really don't. I mean, I was 9 years old back then. I was just running around, just trying to have some fun.
And you met Pop? Coach Popovich?
No, it was Coach Bud actually running the whole entire camp. So I plan to meet Pop, obviously, but I'll probably just say what's up to him the next time we play. I met him when I had a draft workout for him, but besides that, not much has been talked about.
Can you fathom that kind of success and how they sustain it?
No, not really, man. That's just that culture that they bring, and obviously, if you have the same staff around, or you bring up the cultural values through other people that are replacing those people who aren't there when it first started, you're going to continue that culture. It's obviously more important about bringing in the right guys, obviously, and making sure that they continue to keep it on too.
Last one, when you came into the league, who was the player you were most looking forward to playing against?
Kawhi Leonard.
Why is that?
I feel like that's somebody that I model my game after. And just being able to transition into what he's done over the years and the progress he's made into becoming the player he is.
Have you spoken to him about his injury?
Not at all.
No idea?
No idea.
Thank you.
No problem.
Can you show us your mostly used emoji face?
Mostly used emoji face?
Yeah.
How do I make it? Like
Maybe the laughing one?
Like the ones with the straight, you know what I'm talking about? She feel me, yeah. I don't know how to make it though. Like I ain't gonna look crazy, but yeah.
Taurean, can you talk about being here at the All-Star event? How is it like, to be a part of it?
It's a great opportunity, man, to just showcase your talents in front of the most important people in basketball. So, just grateful for the opportunity.
We're from Europe, so this is a pretty American thing in our point of view. How do you see this event?
I see it as
like a part of the season, or more like a break.
Yeah, most definitely like a break. You just got to enjoy the time. It's an event to get away from reality and just be a part of something good. I'm definitely excited to be a part of it this year.
So you had a good start of your NBA career here in the first two seasons. Talk about your start of your career.
Oh man, I love it. I like what I went through my rookie year. Just being able to learn from a lot of great players, Thabo Sefolosha, Paul Millsap, Kent Bazemore, Kyle Korver. Like, those guys have established themselves in the league, and to be able to pick from their brain daily, it was incomparable. And the team we have now, just being around them and growing and getting better, and knowing what's in store for the future is great to be a part of.
So you already had the opportunity to play against some of the greatest players in the game right now, LeBron James and Paul George, guarding them. How is it like to do that?
Oh man, it's great. I love it. Iron sharpens iron. I know I need to get better in all areas of my game, from a defensive standpoint to be able to create my own shot, and having to guard those type guys who go at people every night on a nightly basis is great, and it'll only get me better.
So when you go to a game and you know that you have to guard one of those guys, what is your approach to the game then?
Make them guard me too. Just make them guard as well. Don't let them attack you on offense, and just allow them to sit back and not play defense.
Taurean, you're playing against Prince tonight. Can you just explain his game and what makes him so special?
His versatility. Be able to do everything pretty much. It's hard to find players like that. I think the last one we had was Bron, and in that type of era, just be able to have those type of stats in all those areas that he has, and it's special to see. I'm excited to see what type of player he is 3-4 years from now. So. It's tough. It just depends on what your mindset is and what your outlook is as an MVP. If it's stats, then obviously we got to go with Ben, because all around he's pretty much got it for the taking. But if you feel like the team wouldn't be who they were without Donovan, then kind of got to go with him as far as value. But I mean, that's not for me to pick. I'll leave that up to the league.
What's the difference in your game from last year?
More comfortable, not as jittery, not as, I don't know how to explain it. It's slowed down a little bit. I look at it a totally different way. I'm seeing the floor better. I have a different swag about me, more confident, obviously, and I feel like I belong.
What does it mean to be in this game with John Collins?
Oh, it's a great opportunity to be in there with your teammate. I don't think a lot of guys are able to do that as often as it happened now with Kuzma and Ingram and Jalen and Tatum. Just being able to do that with him is a great opportunity. We've already talked about it. Hopefully we can get some run together.
Do you feel like the two of you, there's any pressure on you to lift the Hawks team out of this phase of the rebuilding process?
Nah, there's no pressure. It's basketball. You wake up, grind, do what you have to do, and get better every day, and you let the rest take care of itself.
What's your favorite John Collins story?
Oh, man. There's really no stories. I just appreciate them because they get donuts before every shoot around, so shout out to the Rooks.
Have you let it sink in that you're here right now, and just talk a little about going through this with John?
Yeah, it's sunk in. It's definitely was on my bucket list coming into the season. So being that I was able to accomplish it, it showed me a lot as far as where my game has come. And being here with John is, like I said, a great opportunity just to be here with your teammates, somebody you know, put you more in a comfortable state of mind, and I hope we get some run together.
Including yourself, which rising star player do you think will get to the All-Star game first?
Probably Ben Simmons. He just, it's known. He's a good player. He does it all. I think he has a very high professionalism about him, and I think that'll be the one. Him or Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown's my guy. I like competing against him.
Just a couple of fun questions. Do you have a favorite emoji on social media?
The straight face, the line.
Do it?
Yeah, I can't make the face like the.
When do you use the straight face?
Like that, like you just use a straight face when somebody says something crazy, somebody says something that they're not supposed to say, or they say something goofy.
Yeah.
That's probably when you're gonna use it.
We're in LA this weekend, right? And who's the hottest celebrity you've met in person?
The hottest right now, probably be the Migos. Probably be the Migos. I know Quavo. Spoke with them a few times, and that'll probably be them.
What about the prettiest?
That I've met?
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. He's a good player. Definitely a good player. Knows how to attack the basket. Definitely gets his teammates involved, and now it's just time to ramp it up a little bit, and us as a whole get better, and doing what it takes to win games.
How different is it for you to play with this year with all these guys that have been there for you?
Say that again?
How different is it for you to play without Paul Millsap, all these guys that have been there for years, and now being a new team, like Dennis as a leader and you as like a young player who could be a cornerstone in the future?
Yeah, it's not difficult at all. It's just you gotta take everything for what it is. Situation we're in, I don't see it as a bad thing. You gotta look at the silver lining of things, and we're doing everything we can as young players and a young team to get better in every way, shape, and form. And I know we'll definitely be good for years to come soon. Most definitely. Am I good?